Hey there, Clive Jeffrey here from clivejeffrey.com, coming to you again today from my home office here in beautiful sunny St. Augustine, Florida. And in today's video, we're going to look at which are the best multi-level marketing companies to work for. So stay tuned. Now, firstly, I just wanted to congratulate you for actually doing your homework and doing some research onto which companies are out there and which ones are the best ones to work for, because so many people just end up joining companies that a friend or family member have introduced them to, and they really don't put much thought into the products and the opportunities that the different multi-level marketing companies bring to them. So what I'm actually going to go through today in this video is actually the steps that you should go through to analyze which multi-level marketing company that you want to join, because they're pretty much all good companies that are out there, because there's strict guidelines that they have to go through and meet to be able to operate in the marketplace. So the Direct Selling Association and the FTC, are always looking for companies that don't abide by their rules. So you're normally pretty safe that the companies that are actively marketing are going to be pretty good to join, but whether they suit your needs or not is the matter that you need to consider. And along with that, you want to assess what you want to get out of joining the company. Now, for myself, I wanted a company that was progressive and was going to be around for the long term, and also be able to allow me to generate the type of income that I am accustomed to doing in my corporate life, and I'm sure you're going to be the same. So what I'm going to go through are these different steps that my mentor actually did. He did some extensive research onto different companies, and we ended up selecting one after following these steps that I'm going to go through with you now. So the first one is that the company needs to be in a fairly young. Now, we established that around about 3 years was the ideal time. They've been around long enough that they've ironed out any of their teething problems and any little hiccups getting going. And it also means that they have been around long enough to establish themselves and establish that there is in fact a need and want for the products and services that the company provides. So the next step that you want to do is look at the type of turnover that the company is doing. So after that 3-year period, you want them to be generating between $300 and $400 million. We found that, though, with our research, that this is pretty much the sweet spot that you want the company to be in. Any less than that, it's going to be marginal whether they're going to have the growth momentum to carry on through. So the third step then is to make sure that they're at that level of turnover that the company hasn't peaked, because you want to still have plenty of potential for growth that you can take advantage of. So there should be plenty of indication that there's still upward momentum happening, and because that's critical to your earning power and your team's growth potential. Fourthly, we looked at to make sure that the company duplicated on its own, almost virally, not only online but also out in the real world marketplace. Because if it didn't virally duplicate, now duplication is probably one of the most important words in the multi-level marketing profession. So it's critical that the system allows for easy duplication, and as I say, you don't want to have everything a hard sell, trying to convince people that they should use the products. You want them to be sought after, and anyone be able to duplicate the process very easily with minimal training. The fifth step that we thought was important is that we wanted the products to be revolutionary. Now, we didn't want to have a whole lot of other companies doing the same things that we were just an also-ran. We wanted it to be revolutionary and still have a familiarity there with it, so that it wasn't a situation where we had to go through this big education process. So that was also important. The other thing that we had identified is that we wanted the products to be in the health and wellness niche, because the fact is at the moment that niche is $575 billion a year. But it's estimated that in the next couple of years that's going to grow to $1 trillion, and that's because of all the baby boomers coming through. The company needed to have a low barrier of entry for people to join, because we found that there were a number of good companies with products out there, but the entry level was quite significant, which really made it a whole lot harder for the company to duplicate virally. So we thought it was critical that it was a very low barrier of entry to, as I say, get involved and start marketing the products and services. Now the last couple are probably arguably the most important, and that is there's a good community of people involved in the company. And by community I mean where members can get together and mastermind and discuss their progress, discuss what's working for them, and help each other keep going, because you want to grow this business as fast as possible. And with a good support network around you, this is the way to do it. You don't want members to feel isolated and that they're in this on their own, because it can be quite lonely doing a home business when you're working from home, and if you don't have the support of others that are doing the same sort of thing, it can be quite lonely and difficult, as I mentioned. And of course, the one that everyone gets into business for is the compensation plan. If you need a company that has a decent compensation plan that pays out significant payments to the members for selling the products through their network of people, and that way you can generate a healthy income, because after all, that's what the main reason people get involved in any kind of business really is, to generate profits and create a lifestyle that they desire. And I'm really happy to report that we have managed to find a company that fit all these criteria. In fact, it actually surpassed many of them, if not all of them. We were quite amazed that we thought we had set some pretty high standards, but after we went through and vigorously tested everything, we were happy to say we've come up with a company that actually does meet all these needs. Now, the fact is that not only is this a theory, because over the last 6 or so months we've been implementing, and it is not now only a theory, it has been proven that it fulfills all these different needs. So if you are serious about looking at a multi-level marketing company to join, and you want to have a chat and just hear a little bit more about this opportunity that we have come across, then by all means just go ahead and click over here, and we can organize to have a chat, obligation free, just to see if we're a good fit for each other and the opportunity is a good fit for you. And I look forward to sharing all the information with you there. So definitely reach out to me, and as I say, there's absolutely no obligation. And talk about low barrier of entry, you can actually get involved with this opportunity with no payment whatsoever. You don't even have to enter your credit card details, and you can get access to the back office of your own account and have a good look around, and as I say, see if it's a good fit for you. So go ahead, contact me now, let's have a chat, obligation free, and hopefully we can work together. Talk to you soon. Oh yeah, before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I put out lots of different training on a regular basis on how you can grow and run your network marketing, multi-level marketing business. So go ahead, do that now, and that way you'll get notified of all the new training that I put out there. So thanks again for watching, and I look forward to chatting with you soon.